Next chapter. Mind, the one universal substance. Mind is the universe. It is all that is, ever was, or ever will be. Mind is a substance, a material substance. The substance of mind is the foundation of creation. It is the seed of the universe. In the seed of the universe is the whole of the universe. The substance of universal mind has no beginning, no ending, and no bounds. It is all intelligent, all powerful, and all present. The one substance is absolutely frictionless, temperatureless, non-compressible, non-expandable, non-absorbent, non-reflective, non-resistant, and non-refractive. But potentially it contains the appearance of all these qualities through the dynamic action of those opposing forces within it which cause it to be a thinking substance in motion. These qualities belong to motion and appear only through motion in opposition. They are not qualities which belong to the one substance. They are appearances which disappear in the inertial plane of pressure, equilibrium, which lies between any two masses. Hence they have no existence other than as an appearance of existence. The cause of the appearance of change of the one substance is through change of state. But change of state is not change of substance. Change of state is not an attribute of substance. It belongs to motion. It is an illusion of motion, which creates the illusion of dimension. The substance of mind is the one pre-chemical substance, which is the source of all the elements and the compounds of the elements, all of which are but appearances. These appearances register the action of the process of thinking and disappear back into their source of an absolute temperature-less state of motion in inertia. The material substance of mind is an all-pervading ether, which is indivisible, inseparable, indestructible, unalterable, and unchangeable, but potentially it contains the appearance of all these dimensions of separability in the states of motion, which register the dynamic process of thinking. The words spirit and ether are used to express the tenuity of the dimensionless universe, as solidity is used to express the compactness of the apparently measurable universe. States of motion in opposition cause the appearance of change from the state of motion in non-opposition, or inertia, into the appearance of separability into parts. This results in such effects of motion as heat, cold, color, form, sex, growth, valence, ionization, mass, gravity, radiation, and many others. These effects are not a change of substance, nor do they divide, alter, or separate the one substance of mind. They are but dimensions. All effects have the appearance of dimension. They are in themselves but dimensions of that which they appear to be. The cause of all effects is dimensionless. Cause is existent. Effect is an illusion of existence. It but appears to exist. Change of state appears to change the character of the one substance, but appearances have no existence. Man is accustomed to appearances. Two objects exactly similar appear dissimilar in perspective. This is a universe of appearances, all of which are relative, and not one of which would have even the appearance of existence without the relation of others. Without the illusion of separability, space could not be. Without events, time could not be. Without motion in opposition, neither heat, cold, color, sex, mass, or any of the effects of thinking could be or appear to be. Without the variability of motion in opposition, there could be no appearance of variability in the chemistry of the one substance. Man's many elements are but variances in states of motion in opposition of the one unchanging substance. They all appear to have separate and distinct characteristics of their own in varying degrees, such as melting points, specific gravity, atomic weight, volume, ionization, stability, valence, electromagnetic charge, axial rotation, orbital revolution, and many other characteristics which give them the appearance of being separate and different substances. They are neither separately created individual things, nor are they different substances. Their appearance of separability and difference of substance is due solely to the periodicity of states of motion in opposition. The universal substance of light is a material substance of variable motion, which is due to the variability of opposition set up by the two apparently opposing forces of action and reaction, which constitute the thinking process. It is apparently shorn or torn into apparent particles of itself during the process of creative thinking, but actually is unseparated and undivided in the process of that shearing or tearing. It is without form, but potentially it contains all that man calls form. Form is but an appearance, an effect of motion in opposition. The greater the opposition of the two opposing forces, the greater the rigidity of form and mass, and the more distinctive is its appearance in existence. All of these elements between the third gravitational and third radiational tones, the atomic structures of which are very much contracted in volume and represent motion in maximum opposition, are the hard, dense, heavy solids of great rigidity. Such metals, for example, as iron, copper, gold, silver, manganese, nickel, and tungsten, the elements which form such compounds as granite, quartz, and flint, and those elements which form such precious stones as the diamond, ruby, and emerald, all these elements are made up of light units in maximum motion in opposition. Now to read the fine print on this page that you can't see. These 7 apparently different substances, matter, are but different states of motion of the one substance. They are the 7 tones of an octave, and there are 10 octaves of 7 tones each. In the last 4 octaves are many midtones, each one registering its own state of motion. Man calls these various states of motion in the one substance by many names, and they appear to be many substances. The apparent difference between the many is due solely to difference of motion and not to substance. Many states of motions are possible, but there are not 2 substances in the universe. There is only one substance. There can be only one substance, and all states of motion are measurable and are under the absolute control of mind. And as man is mind, man may, with dawning knowledge of causes, change any one substance of motion into any other state of motion, and by so doing transmute any one substance into any other one. The granite rock may become gold or radium at the will of man. Wow. This is something we need to learn. That is something.